You say the militia have closed Paradise to newcomers, so where should I go?
Well, there's always the shanty town. Well,
I've heard the best things about that place. Is there nowhere else?
perhaps the adherents.
That pallet was the only thing keeping the creatures out. Or in.
Right behind you.
Nice shot!
Another glorious battle.
Watch out once you get past the palisades. The Stranger route is apparently hostile to life, as the scholars say. Wait a moment. Oh, Earth, eat my soul. You're the envoy. Sorry, didn't mean to be so informal. You sure? 'Cause I hear the godlike he sent here was real unusual looking.
You might not want to finish that thought.
Sorry for the glib tongue. I've tried to be more proper before. Didn't work. I'm no good at niceties, including abiding by most rules. The law and I aren't exactly the best of friends, no. Although, I think that's Adia's problem. I was mostly just stealing food. If you're born to the wrong social class, Adu makes climbing the ranks rather difficult. Anyway, that's all in the past. Mostly it was petty larceny. Sometimes it was spiteful larceny. Got caught when I helped a pretty girl rob her husband. I got caught for my many small, petty crimes and spent about 6 years on the prison galleys. Then, a year ago, an Adiran official came to the jails and told us we could serve the Empire for a shortened sentence or rot. You can guess which I chose. Seems reasonable to me, too. If I get lucky, I might even die out here. All in all, it's a pretty sweet deal. 3 square meals, bed of my own, maybe even a chance to retire as a clerk. Wouldn't mind being bored stupid for a few years. Better than the alternative. But first, even more palisades. He and the Clavager passed through not long ago. I didn't much like it, but they refused an escort. Less competent than he seems. You think with all the time the ambassador spends working, he'd have more done. No, I hear he's about a sneeze away from swallowing the muck he's paddling in. Poor man. Hot-tempered bastard. I think the ambassador's scared of him, but won't do a thing because the Clavager keeps the wheels turning. Good at its job, though, purportedly. Bad about his confections. Sweet tooth like a hummingbird's. He and the ambassador make a good pair, honestly. The ambassador talks a lot. The Clavager gets the administrative day-to-day done. Honestly, I'm more scared of her than Woduka. At least I understand why the Burned Queen is so pissed. Ludwig runs the Steel Garrote, Woduka's order of paladins. The only thing they care about is their Burned Queen. There's honor among thieves, Envoy. But zealots, they'll raise the world for their god. About Adir, that same hungry empire that is looking to gobble up the living lands. The one that sends people out to maybe die for its ambitions. Kind of you to ask, Envoy. The truth is, not really. Adir's fair and good to the people it thinks deserve compassion. But break its trust, and well, Adir will make you crawl to retrieve the pieces. You can tell it's a place that worships Woduka. Actually, I miss the pies. The crust's all wrong here. Just take a look down the road, and you'll see the last palisades we tried to hold. And the ones before them. We're trying our best to keep the wilds at bay here, Envoy. The Strangleroot is hungry. Every day, it gets closer. Every day, weirder creatures crawl out from its foliage. Be careful if you're headed out there. Anyway, Pargrunin beer is surprisingly terrible. Always trust in a Mauen to know where the best seafood is. Pay attention when the locals tell you something. And watch out for poets. Something's odd about them. Listen, Envoy. I'm here to build defenses against the land. You want geography lessons? Go ask a cartographer. I do know a few things, though. So, ask. No, none. It's all untamed wilderness and feral heathens. I'm joking. Of course there are. There's Fjord, which is run by animancers. Thirdborn, where all the ruffians dwell. And Solus Keep, which has the Pargrunin, who don't like anybody. And happily, too. Sounds like they've got a whole colony of inventors and researchers there. If I want a servant of the Adiran Empire, I might say it sounds fascinating. Groundbreaking, even. I know animancy is considered blasphemous and dangerous, but Fjord supplies most of the produce we eat here in Paradise. they must be doing something right. Miscreants and layabouts and all those great things. The kind of people who can make a life out of impossibly bad situations. Settlements just as rough and tumble. Wouldn't mind having a drink with the locals, to be honest. They sound like they've got stories. You know what I mean? Heard they're under siege right now, though, by those dream thralls. Wouldn't want to be them, between the desert weather and that. I mean, the Pargunan dwarves won't talk to anybody. They stay inside Solace Keep and just never come out. Once again, I'm no cartographer. But you know what they say about continents with small acreage? They've got big personalities. Little bit of everything, yeah. Poison swamps, deserts, snow-covered mountains, volcanoes, acid seas. Because why not? A cartographer might be able to tell you more. I hear there's one in town. I don't know. I mean, I know some people in Adir think of godlike as blessed by the gods. What with you lot having a divine resemblance and all. Although, I guess some folk think godlike are cursed. Depends on what sort you are. Frankly, I don't know if I've seen your particular kind before. Still, I think there are stranger things than you in the living lands, envoy. No offense, but more importantly, that it lives up to its name. Wilder place than Adir, which has been stomped into civility. The living land scares our empire, I think. Otherwise, it wouldn't be sending its most expendable folk here. Present company excluded, of course. I think the living lands won't want to be leashed by the empire, though. But that's my opinion. I've been here a while. Ask them, then. You're a nice distraction, envoy.
Quiet as the depths. Look, Paradis and Ladder. When heated, the resin forms a hard coat that strengthens weapons and armor.
Incoming Sorrow. One for you!
Protect. Time to resupply. Welcome. A living lamp. Time to resupply.
This used to be a good fishing spot, until something started dragging people away. You take lead.
Nice.
Hope you don't mind spiders. We make a good squad.
Another one down. Is that all you got? Next one's mine.
Unseen, unheard.
Glad you're on my side.
Even Pargrunan walls can't stand against this place. Pargrunen left these beacons all over the island. They're good for finding your way around. Pargrunen built these walls and much of Paradis centuries ago. Much of their work still stands.
Nice! Take your best shot. Behind you! Coming from the right! Little help! Back on my feet. Next one's mine.
Careful. Looks like spiders nearby.
Stand back. Good run! Nothing like a win with a good team.
Wilds are getting deadlier by the day. But people have to eat.
A rot seeps through here. Who poisons us? We cannot see.
Odd. Didn't used to be this overgrown. I can take care of that if you want. I'm always telling visitors we're not as crazy as they've heard. Ready, aim.
Nice shot!
That's a bad way to go.
One for you! Just like the good old days.
It's almost like the brambles are trying to crush that house.
Coming in hot. Here it comes.
Quiet as the depths.
The scourge invades. Claw it out. It breathes. It is close.
Yeah.
That's the claviger. What happened?
Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after. Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after.
Come and get me! Give him just as good. That one. That's it for me. That's more like it. Shake it off. Watch the left. I can't. Back in the fight. That all you had?
Take that, you monstrous! Poor bastard. One of Ludwine's toy soldiers. I never even learned their name. Not that it would have done it. Done us any good. Oh, my savior. Oh, thank the gods. Your arrival couldn't have been more timely. Good people. And a good claviger.
And a capable one. Eamon was no stranger to these wilds. He seemed worried last time we spoke. Now I see why.
Oh, Ambassador Falchion Heelguard at your service. And you must be our Imperial envoy. Better late than never, I say. Keep it close until we're back at the embassy. I prefer to take bad news in the comfort of my office. Aren't you going to introduce me to your capable companion? Can he be trusted? I found it pays to be prudent about the company you keep in Paradise. The Empire doesn't have many friends on these shores.
Hey, not with that attitude.
I'm charmed. I take it you had business with the Claviger? Poor fellow. It was the bear that killed him, of course. This wilderness has been a little too wild of late. I don't appreciate extortion tactics from the Emperor's envoy. Take it, and let us not speak of this again. We heard alarming reports of a blight in the wilderness, and a strange corruption moving toward the city. The changes in the ecosystem are expected, but this one was progressing too rapidly to ignore. We tracked the corruption all the way here, but all we found was that creature gone mad. Indeed. And the source of the blight eludes us still. The situation is more dire than I imagined. We need a plan of action before whatever this is consumes the living lands.
We are here. Come to us. Commune with us. We have waited for you. Come.
What's the matter? Can you hear me? Well, that's encouraging. The Emperor trusts your judgment, and so do I. Whatever you think is best, I'll support it. You know something of our troubles. That much is clear. What would you have us do?
Right behind you.
Oh, just be careful. The Emperor would never forgive me if anything happened to you.
Take it slow. We'll be right here.
It is you. Come closer. We feared you were but a dream. We wake from seasons of slumber. We have been waiting. A colony of insects. The many united by one purpose. Mycelia twining through the loam, taking and giving in equal measure. We are the ache in the land, the roots that run deep. And you are familiar to us. Our memories are fractured, but you too are alone in your strangeness. Godlike. This term means nothing to us. But why would you belong to another, shackled to their will? Shackled like us to rot and corruption. It spreads and festers and seeps and crawls. Poor bear, poor us, poor you. Yes, the air sings with its spores. It is everywhere. We can feel it. We fear it. We can see where it spreads. It is an infection. A foreign body invades. The host fights back. We feel the pain of this intrusion. It overwhelms us. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do? Nurse it, care for it, grow it like the vines. We were loved once, perhaps. We remember, almost. A thought, like motion in the water. The rot festers. We could suck the poison out, let green things grow in its place, and we could give you the gift of our healing touch. But a favor for a favor. Would you help us in return when we ask it? Go then. We would have given you such a gift, but you scorn us. Face your perils alone, but do not call for us in your need.
You all right? You look like you were in...
Inquisitor Ludwine will need to hear of this. I've agreed to share my findings with the Steel Garrote, as long as they do the same. Not that she has any interest in ecology. Ludwine is obsessed with our security. Sees enemies lurking around every corner. The Steel Garrote provide us some much-needed protection, but they answer only to themselves. We have our interest in the living lands, and they have theirs. A mutually beneficial arrangement. Stay out of their way, and they'll return the favor. Good. That might just save your life. We'll talk more at the embassy. I'll ensure the Paradise militia give you free passage into the city.
Whatever the Inquisitor's like, she can't be worse than that there, can she? You are full of surprises, Envoy. Still, you have your work cut out for you in Paradise. Enjoy the calm while you can.
Yeah. path to Paradise is a tad overgrown, but I can find my way back.